What's up, YouTube? So from the looks of it, it looks like the anime canon arc is ending soon, but the anime canon fillers are not done yet.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
There are more to come. Let's have a look into this. So thanks to Organic Dinosaur on Twitter, we got some tweets and she has the summaries for the upcoming Boruto episodes from 253 to 256. 253 says conflicting feelings. It says Boruto together with Uchiha Sarada and Mitsuki are heading over to Ikada's location. Ikada has decided to wage war against the water country. When Boruto has a reunion with Ikada, Boruto addresses Ikada as a friend and then tries to reason with him to stop battling. However, Boruto is still regarded as an enemy of Siren, and so Boruto's pleas fall on deaf ears. Nevertheless, Boruto continues trying to persuade Ikada in a persistent manner, but despite Boruto's efforts, Ikada merely stares back at him in a cold way. Ikada then states that he would be willing to exchange something in order to stop the conflict, if Boruto is willing to agree on some conditions. So it looks like Boruto is trying to reason with Ikada and trying to finish off everything in episode 253, but it looks like Ikada wants something from Boruto. He wants a equivalent exchange. And judging by what is said in the next summary, I think it has something to do with Boruto's death. So then the summary for episode 254 says a spiral of revenge. Since Boruto is unable to change Ikada's mind, Boruto has resolved himself to exchange his own life in order to stop the conflict between the pirates and the water country. Boruto sends a message to Sarada and Mitsuki that they shouldn't try to fight and be spurred on by their own anger, even in the events that Boruto dies on his own terms. However, the two of them won't silently accept such a proposal. There's simply no way they would go along with his decision. Will Boruto and his comrades be capable of stopping the war and this impending cycle of revenge? Moreover, will they be able to restore peace to the seas? So that is Ikada's message. He wants Boruto to kill himself, or rather give up his life, in order for Ikada to stop the war on the water country. And Boruto tells Mitsuki and Sarada, but Mitsuki and Sarada do not want that. They will go against everything Boruto says because they know Boruto is acting stupid and they don't want to lose their friend. Now, spoiler alert, if you aren't caught up with the manga, I suggest skipping this part. So in the manga chapter 69, we got some ideas that Sarada and Mitsuki will do anything for Boruto, and they will go after anybody that tries to harm Boruto and even kill him. So I think this episode is actually foreshadowing what will happen in the future when Boruto kills himself to stop Momoshiki, and how Sarada and Mitsuki will react to Boruto's death, and how Mitsuki and Sarada will react if Boruto actually tried to kill himself to stop the conflict. So I like how these episodes are building up to Boruto's character for the upcoming Code arc, and how we're gonna see Boruto play into his role of saving Kawaki and then dying by Kawaki. Though my only problem is Kawaki's character in the manga does not seem fit to what is going on in the anime. In the anime, Kawaki is completely different and he's talking about emotions, this and that, which is kind of strange though, but he's going based off emotions in the manga when he decides to give himself up to save Naruto. So it kind of goes against everything Kawaki is saying. So now back to the anime content. So this episode roughly gives the idea that Boruto will sacrifice himself to save the water country and stop the war between the pirates and the water country. So then getting on to episode 255, a troubling unresolved issue. After seeing the dispute and uprising between the water country and the pirates, Boruto and his teammates start heading back towards Konohagakure village. However, Boruto becomes anxious and he is worried what will happen to Ikada. Because of Karatachi Kagura's petition, Kurosuke Buntan and the comrades got acquitted, but Ikada's fate hasn't been decided yet. Although Ikada teamed up with the pirates in order to antagonize the water country, Boruto wants for Ikada to be dealt with in a lenient manner. However, Boruto's opinion does not mesh well with Kawaki's at all. Kawaki declares that they have no choice but to hand down a severe punishment, and so the two of them start quarreling with one another. Boruto thinks about Kawaki's objections and about how the people who were enveloped in the recent conflict. Boruto then talks to his father Naruto about the issues. So right off the first sentence, it looks like the dispute has been settled and that Ikada has been arrested, or wherever he is, he's been taken down. So that means the pirates are no longer a threat. But Boruto is worried on what will happen to Ikada, and he does not want Ikada to have severe punishment put down on him. Though Kawaki disagrees, Kawaki wants severe punishment put on Ikada. And Boruto and Kawaki have a disagreement, which then leads Boruto to talk to Naruto. So I want to see what Naruto says to Boruto, because I like the moments that Naruto gives wisdom to Boruto. It actually helps his character develop more. But looking at Kawaki's character is the complete opposite of the manga. He's talking about having to put severe punishment on Ikada. Spoilers again for manga content. While in the manga, Shikamaru was talking about putting punishment on Kawaki, and Naruto objected to that. In the manga, he's all about saving Naruto, putting his emotions in the way, and doing whatever he can to save Naruto. But here he's telling Boruto that there's nothing that could be done about Ikada since he went against another country. So could it be a foreshadow that Kawaki, when he fights the village in the future, will be seen as an enemy, but Boruto won't see Kawaki as an enemy. I think they could be hinting that. So anyways, that is the end of this current arc that went on since episode 230s. Now, there was a lot of mixed feelings about this arc, I'll be honest. There was some funny animations. There was some people who died. Though I did not like the way this arc went. I did like some of the animation key points in the very beginning of this arc, and I did like some of the facial expressions on some of the characters. Though the story of this arc is my issue, I did not find it good, though that is my opinion on that. So now on to the last summary, which is for episode 256, the finest recipe. Alright, so judging by this right away, it looks like we got a real filler. Alright, now you can say this is anime canon or not, whatever it is. I don't know if they're going to tie this in later or not, but right off the bat, it's Chocho. I already know this episode is going to be dust. I'm going to call it now. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. So the summary says, Akimichi Chocho and Yamanaka Inojin happened to make an acquaintance while they were on a mission. A former Nukenin, who was also a shopkeeper of a ramen restaurant named Kumano Shingo. Chocho and Inojin have decided to help Shingo out with making some ramen. Chocho and Inojin initially reviewed the ramen. It doesn't taste that bad, but it's lacking something. In order to make ramen more delicious, Shingo asked the two of them for some advice on how to improve it. Shingo is very devoted to developing the shop's new menu of specialties. Will Shingo be able to achieve their goal and perfect the finest recipe for ramen? So right off the bat, I'm gonna be honest with this episode. This episode is a filler. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm pretty confident this is a filler. And this episode might be dust, but I'll be honest, I do like some of the wholesome moments they have in Boruto. Because if you guys remember during the first half of Boruto, how there were some episodes that had nothing to do with the story, even though they were anime canon, they're actually pretty wholesome. Like Sarada learning healing and the parent-child day, all that sort of stuff. I like when they animate those type of episodes because they're actually really wholesome and they give a bit of the goofiness of Boruto, which is fun to see sometimes, I'll be honest. So this is it for the summaries of the upcoming Boruto episodes. Now, like I said, this arc is finally over and now we're moving on to something else, though I do wonder what's going to come after episode 256. I think they are going to start building towards another arc, possibly a 3-tomo arc for Sarada, or it's possible they're actually going to start building towards the code arc. It could be that the 3-tomo arc comes first and mixes into the code arc. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, this is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.